about the state of ARPGs. We got a lot of news coming out. We got a lot of crazy stuff coming out. I'm messing around in Last Epoch, and I got to tell you, they do a really good job. I made a video about that, but this game is fantastic. I haven't played it in a hot minute, but I'm kind of getting ready for the new season, kind of getting used to the game a little bit, seeing all the things they've changed. The altar system is so much fun. There's so many new cool like altar effects. The little goblin lizards are great. The nemesis is great. The sort button is great. I wish they had a pause button. That would be huge quality of life. I know they're working on a whole bunch of stuff. They said they're fixing the end game, and obviously I just am getting into the end game right now with this guy as I'm leveling up. I just dinged 70. But that being said, April is shaping up to be an absolute monster, and I know people are talking about no rest for the wicked or whatever as well in the mix. I'm not going to do that because, again, I don't think it qualifies in the same sentence as the other games. I'm sure it's good, and if it is, eventually I'll probably play it. But, like, look at this altar. This is awesome. It's just shooting out swirls. Like, this is so dope. But yeah, so what I think is on April 4th, you're going to have... I'm so excited for next week to find out. The problem is I'm going to be on a boat next week. So I'm not going to be able to watch the live stream on Path of Exile 2 until I get back, which does suck because I'm super excited to see all the things. I mean, I know there's a bunch of guys making videos with predictions now. A lot of guys hyping it up, probably a little higher than they should. But depending on how big that patch is going to be, April 4th is going to be awesome. PoE 2's new patch coming out with a ton of new stuff. I'm definitely excited to try out the Huntress. I'm definitely going to be doing that. And so I'm really excited to see what else they're coming out with. The Mercenary, Third Ascendancy. Again, I really wanted the Mercenary to be good. I started with that class on launch. I started with the crossbows, the grenades, the galvanic shards, like that was, and then I obviously leveled up a bunch of other guys. But I had a blast. I thought it was great. I thought the end game definitely needed some work. Breach felt really good. Everything else felt really bad. Obviously, I don't need to go into all that. There's a million videos explaining that. But I think PoE 2, as long as their patch is typical GGG style, which is just God mode, right? I can't imagine that it's going to suck. So I'm really excited about that. And then obviously you have Diablo 4 at the end of the month. And then in the middle of the month now, instead of 2 days before PoE, you have this game, which they've said they're going to fix the end game. They've got new factions. They've got championship mobs. They've got all kinds of stuff. I'm really excited to see how it looks. I'm definitely going to be playing the Heartseeker Rogue. I think that's going to be awesome. I know they've teased out a couple other things. I know the Sentinel rework looks really good. I was never really into that. I know Crip will probably figure something crazy out, but the thing that I'm most excited about is with this game is going to it after 2 weeks of PoE 2, right? Because that's about perfect, right? Like you'll be able to get in the end game, really mess around, play with it a little bit, get into Last Epoch, play with it a little bit, and then Diablo 4. I got to tell you guys, right now I'm skeptical. It seems to me that all they did was just make stuff harder. They didn't add content. And this is the same thing they did in Season 7. It's the same thing they've done every season, where they say they're going to fix endgame, and they never add anything to endgame. Like adding a new boss that you one-shot on Torment 3 versus Torment 4 isn't an endgame ad, right? Like, where's the Blight? Where's the Breach? Where's the... some of the stuff that these guys do, right? Where's the new faction? Where's the, boss powers are just basically shitty LE altars, right? Like, there's literally an altar in this game that looks exactly like one of the boss powers coming out in Season 8. And again, I don't see it, guys. I don't, unless they come out and show me something great. I think Diablo 4, I will play it at launch, for sure. I am a big Diablo fan. Diablo 3, I really liked. Never played 2, but I didn't think 3 was as bad as people make it out. If you knew what you were getting into, right? Like, I enjoyed it. Reaper of Souls I thought was decent. The seasons, especially towards the end, got really, really good. And so, I'm always going to be, especially with my background in World of Warcraft, I'm always going to be excited about Blizzard. But they've been letting me down and letting me down and letting me down. I've made plenty of videos about that. So has everybody else. We're not here to bash on them. But I think, obviously, unless that's all that they're doing, and we find out that that's literally all that they're doing is just making it harder and adding boss powers, I may not play it and just stick with LE and PoE. Or it might be one of those games where I play it like I did this season. 4 or 5 days, and I'm bored. And as soon as I'm bored, I'm not going to play it, right? Like, I have a million other things I'd rather do with my time. I like hard games. I'm not saying like super hard, but I do enjoy a challenge. I do enjoy new content. And if they don't have it, it is what it is. But I think overall in the space, like, if you're a fan of these, shoot and loot games, these ARPGs, these get powerful, mess with skills, mess with gear, combine all the math, try to figure shit out. If that's your jam, like it is mine, man, April is going to be such a cool month for us. You've got 3 major releases, all in the same month. You've got No Rest for the Wicked, which everybody that I've seen says it's supposed to be pretty dope. I have not bought it. I have not invested. I will watch people play it, but obviously it's like the day after Diablo 4's season. So I'll just watch and see what guys like, Rax and DM and those guys, and I'm sure, all the ARPG guys who go from game to game to game will definitely be playing it, right? So I'll check it out. But I'll watch them first, because I've only watched it once, and it just didn't seem like my jam. It seemed really slow. At least that's what I think when people say Souls-like. I think slow-like. And I'm not really a huge fan of, like, just the slugging around. But that's 4 in 1 month, which scares me for May, June, and July. That means this summer is going to be... Because the problem is I'm a huge college football fan, right? So I'm like, dude, just give me something to do till September, right? Give me something to do. And so I'm really scared that, like, August, September, we're going to get smacked again with, like, 2 or 3 seasons, and we're going to be sitting there going, fuck. And now I got to choose. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on what the current state is. Which one are you looking forward to the most? That's what I really want to know is, what are your reasons that you want to play certain games? What are you excited about in all the different games? Because I'm still looking for new stuff to do when I log in, and so I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. When I make videos of, like, asking you guys for opinions or comments or help with builds or anything like that, like, the answers you guys give in the comments are awesome. They really are, and I utilize so many of them on those videos. I don't check the comments on all my videos, but the ones where I ask for help, I read every single one, and so many of you guys are so helpful. So I did want to say thank you for that. And again, I would love to know which games you're most looking forward to and what parts of those games you're looking forward to the most, and if there's anything that you're really scared of, when it comes to those games. So let me know in the comments, and can't wait to get to April. I'm going on a cruise next week, so when I come back, it's basically April. I got a shitload of work to do at work. We got tons of games coming out. It's going to be an epic month. It might be my favorite month in a long time, like, with all the exciting stuff I got going on at work, all the exciting stuff coming out in games. Like, everything I'm going to be doing, like, literally every moment of my schedule is just going to be fun, and I'm super excited about that again. So hope you guys are too.